More than a year after the fire, Deepa Akhtar still can't walk properly. She was a worker in the Tazreen garment factory. In late 2012, over 100 of her colleagues died when the factory caught fire. Desperate to escape, Deepa jumped from the third floor. She broke her foot.
I can't say who took me to the hospital. My husband was running around looking for me. He couldn't find me. I was pregnant at the time, and at the hospital I miscarried. I was 4 months pregnant.
Deepa is at a makeshift health camp at a school near the factory site. The doctors here offer low-cost treatment for survivors of the fire. Many, like Deepa, can no longer work and can't afford proper care. The disaster might be in the past, but their health problems are not.
They have all sorts of problems, stomach ailments, head injuries. Many of them need physiotherapy.
The survivors and relatives of victims of garment industry disasters in Bangladesh say they aren't getting the compensation they need. Garment owners say the focus on their industry is unfair.
The people who die in launch accident or even road accident, which you see in Bangladesh a lot, in bus or truck accident, they are not human beings and they are not citizens of Bangladesh. Why the labor leaders are not talking about those victims as well?
After the blaze at the Tazreen factory, this school porch was lined with the bodies of those who died, many of them charred beyond recognition. Because of the difficulty in identifying some bodies, in both the Tazreen disaster and the Rana Plaza factory collapse, DNA testing has become a key factor in making sure that families of victims receive compensation. This is Bangladesh's only DNA analysis facility. Technicians here struggle to cope with the fallout from the garment disasters.
If you talk about Rana Plaza or previously Tazreen fashions, all on a sudden we had to handle more than 1,000 DNA samples. So that was a huge load on the laboratory.
Akhtar Zaman says many of the DNA samples were poor quality and cannot be used to identify people. It's a slow process that forces survivors and victims' families to wait. Left without an income and with no compensation, many don't know where to turn to next. Mahir Sattar, Al Jazeera, Ashulia, Bangladesh.